Tenderloin is a district in the city of San Francisco. This is the roughest and toughest. It's about 50 city blocks, and it has 586 high-rise buildings, 37,000 people live in there. Roughly 7,000 homeless population that come through there daily. We have 2 major crimes every hour. It's the highest crime in the city of San Francisco. I wanted a purpose in my life, so I began to go away and pray and fast unto God and find out about my destiny.
A local man says he's staying put in front of City Hall as he stages a hunger strike to protest, as he describes, the unacceptable conditions of the Tenderloin district.
Roger Huang says that he is calling on the city to make sweeping changes across the impoverished community that he says has been neglected for years.
City officials say that they have received a list of demands and that they continue to have internal discussions about the situation.
This is a story about a man, Roger, who is just an ordinary guy, but with nothing to lean on besides his faith. He does extraordinary things.
Has no formal training, doesn't come off of the normal church pastoral playbook, and because he follows God, because he develops his faith, because he has a radical experience with the Holy Spirit, creates a ministry that touches many people and has a ripple effect around one of the major cities in America.
Roger is an immigrant who moved to San Francisco from Taiwan. He had a very rough upbringing, was abused both mentally and physically, and he was a broken person. He's looking for a purpose for his life. Roger is drawn to this neighborhood called the Tenderloin, and looking around, he sees drugs, prostitution, people who are in desperation, without hope. And it'd be very easy for him, I'm sure like a lot of us, to just say, I'm only one person, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to help all of these people and to make a dent in all of the pain that's around me. But he decided to act. And he just started by making sandwiches and talking to people and praying with people. And from that grew a movement that built and eventually found him on the steps of City Hall in San Francisco.
And it's all because of this one guy's faith. It's all because of this one guy's belief in knowing that there's a purpose. God has a purpose for him, and he's going to be faithful to that.
He's got a blind faith. He always says, I am not any more spiritual than anybody. I'm just more desperate. The Tenderloin, it takes a miracle for somebody that lives across the hallway from their crack dealer to quit drugs. It takes a lot to see a person that's been living in their addiction for years to get out of it, and that takes a lot of prayer and for really God to come through.
I want to tell stories that change people. I believe stories can change the world. That's why I want to make this film. I'm a pastor and a filmmaker, and I live in the Bay Area. I live about 30 miles south of San Francisco, and so I would go up to the Tenderloin every couple weeks and learn about all the injustices and what City Impact was doing, and it really got my heart. That's why I wanted to pick up the book and learn more about the history, learn more about how Roger started this vision. And I gave Ed the book, and then he brought it to the Whole Checks, and then we started saying, why not make this into a feature film? More people have to know this story.
It's a very human story. It's about sacrifice. It's about giving your life for other people. It's about change through action. And it's a story about unwavering faith and how powerful that can be.
I think we're all hungry, whether it's somebody that's has wealth or doesn't have wealth. We're all dying for a purpose, and we're not saved so we can just go to church Sundays. We're saved so we can be a part of something greater. In this story, it's real. It gives everybody a hope that, hey, God's got something he can do as long as we're willing. I know the legs will continue. The ripple effect will be huge. I really believe that.
You know, at the end of the day, it's a love story between Roger and God, Roger and this place, Roger and these people, his family, and it shows what faithfulness and love and dedication can do.